Video I have explained what is an multimedia and the various components of an multimedia. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, gain the knowledge and know the world. Share this video with your friends. The various kinds of multimedia components are text, audio, sound, static, graphic images, animations, full motion video. Let's look at each of these multimedia components in more detail. The first one is an text. Whether or not you have used a computer, you will be having an idea regarding a text. Even the most of the people will be having an idea and they will be familiar with the text. Text is the basis for an word processing program and is still the fundamental information used in many multimedia programs. In fact, many multimedia applications are based on the conversion of a book to a computerized form. This conversion gives the user immediate access to the text and lets him or her to display the pop-up windows which gives the definition of certain words. Multimedia application also enables the user to instantly display the various kinds of informations related to a certain topic that is being viewed. Most powerful, the computerized form of a book, whatever the conversion has been done, will allow the user to look up the information quickly. That means without needing to refer to an index or the table of contents, we can search in an computerized book. Whereas in case of the normal textbook, if you want to search, we need to go for an index or we need to check the table of contents. Whereas if it has a computerized one, then we can quickly search within a fraction of an second. That is, it is very easier and very powerful tool by using the text in a computer. The Windows operating environment gives the user an almost infinite range of expressing a text. As a multimedia programmer, you will be knowing that you can choose what font to be displayed the text, and you can even decide the size of a text, whether you want it to be displayed as a bigger size or a smaller size, and in what color the text has to be displayed. All these varieties of ranges are provided by Windows operating system environment for an user with respect to the text. By displaying a text in more than one format, the message which we want to convert, which we want to convey by using a multimedia application is very easier, and trying to portray it can be made more understandable. That means it is very easier for the purpose of making the audiences as well as the users of a multimedia applications to understand the message which we want to convey to them in a very easier with an attractive way of displaying the text by using the features of an multimedia applications. One type of application which many people use every day is the Windows Help Engine. By using this Windows Help Engine, this will help the user for the purpose of accessing the information which they want to know. That means this Windows Help Engine is a text-based information application which allows the information viewer that makes accessing information related to a certain topic easy. That means if you just type the topic, then it will give the related information about the topic which you have typed. That is, it is very easier for the purpose of knowing or getting the information regarding the various topics. Next multimedia component is audio sound. The integration of an audio sound into a multimedia application can provide the user with information not possible through any other mode of communication. That means with the help of an audio sound in a multimedia application, we can provide the user with a very meaningful information which is not possible through any other mode of communication. Some types of information cannot be conveyed effectively without using a sound. It is nearly impossible, for example, to provide an accurate textual description of the beat of an heart or the heartbeats or the moving of an leaves, that is the sound which we get when the trees will be moved, or the sound of an ocean or the flowing of an water in the river. There are different kinds of the sounds which we cannot convey through words. For that purpose, the audio sound will help for the purpose of conveying an information to an user along with the help of an text. Audio sound can also reinforce the user's understanding of an information presented in another type of media. For example, the narration might describe what is being seen in an animation clip. This can enhance the understanding of what the application is all about and lead to the better comprehension. Experts in learning have found that presenting information using more than one sense will add in a later retention of an information. That is, by using an audio sound, we can convey the information very easily instead of just by writing in terms of an text. Most importantly, it can also make the information more interesting to the user. For example, if you say the heartbeats will be just lub dub, then it will be difficult to understand. But when you make the person to listen to the heartbeat with the help of a sound, then it will convey the real matter in an easier way. Audio sound is also available in several different formats. For example, we have MP3, MP4, and the other kinds of formats are also available, which are helpful for the purpose of conveying an information to the users. Of component in case of an multimedia is static graphic images or a static graphics images. When you imagine graphics images, you probably will be thinking of an still images. Still images means which will not be moving, it will be an stagnant. That is the images such as the photographs or a drawing which will not be moving. There will be no movement in these kinds of pictures. Static graphic images are an important part of a multimedia because the humans are visually oriented. That means whatever you want to convey with the help of a sound or a text, it will be difficult. Along with using those things, if you use a picture, then you can convey the information in a very easier and a very efficient way so that the user will understand it completely. As an old Chinese proverb says, a picture is worth 1,000 words. That means a picture can say more information which cannot be said by using thousands of words. That means even though you use 1,000 words to describe about something, it will be difficult for the purpose of conveying or understanding. But if we just show a picture, it will convey all the information which we want to say. That means a picture is worth 1,000 words. Windows is also a visual environment. This makes displaying a graphics images easier than it would be in case of a DOS based environment. Nowadays, whatever the systems you are using, those are a graphical based systems. Earlier one, that is in case of an Windows 95, it was an DOS based environment. In case of an DOS based environment, everything you need to do by using an text, whereas now using the Windows operating systems above than the 95 is the Windows 95 versions. What all the versions are there? All these versions are an graphical based operating system which are very easier for the purpose of using as compared to the DOS-based operating system. Static graphic images have a number of formats and can be created in a number of different ways. Just as you can see a unlimited number of photographs or pictures, all these will be of a different types. That is the type of an static graph images that you can include in a multimedia applications are almost unlimited. Some of the various formats of a static graph images are JPEG, JPG, PNG, GIF, TIFF, PSD, PDF, EPS, AI, INDD, RAW. These are just a few kinds of formats which are available for the purpose of static graphic images, but the list is endless. There are varieties of formats available, so you can create an pictures by using any one of these formats. Animation refers to moving graphics images. The images which will not be moving, those are called as an still images. The movement of somebody giving CPR in the sense cardiopulmonary resuscitations. Cardio means with heart, pulmonary is related to an lungs, and resuscitation is related to an review. Heart lungs review. It means in the case of an heart attack or a cardiac arrest, we need to study about in details regarding how the heart is functioning and how the brain is functioning and how the lungs is functioning. To have correlations between those things, we will be using CPR. So CPR is a better method of showing the movement of somebody. That is, the CPR makes it much easier to learn cardiopulmonary resuscitations rather than just viewing and static picture. Animation is nothing but a moving graphics images. Just as an static graphic images is a powerful form of communication, even case with the animation. So animation is also one of the powerful form of communication. Animation is especially useful for illustrating concepts that involve movement. For example, consider if somebody makes a goal in a football match. So that one, when we write an explanation by using the text and making a sentence, that is, the player, for example Ronaldo, has came front and with his left leg he has hit the ball and the ball has floated into an air, then it moved towards the goal and it has been reaching towards the goal and it has hit the goal. Like that we can say what in terms of words, but it is not so convincing or the clear picture we won't get. Whereas if you use an animation, that means if you show how an kick has been done by Ronaldo to make a goal, if you show the animation, so then it is a more powerful way of explaining the thing which has happened. That means how the goal has been made. So for that purpose, animation is a powerful form of communication. Animation is a powerful form of a communication. Animation refers to moving graphic images. The concepts such as playing a guitar, hitting a golf ball will be difficult to illustrate by just using a single photograph or even a series of photographs, and even more difficult to explain using the text. For that purpose, we can use an animation. So animation makes it an easier way to portray these aspects of your multimedia application. For that purpose, I have told animation is a powerful tool for communication. It means by using an animation, we can convey the information more clearly, and understanding of the concepts will be more easier when you present an animation by using an multimedia applications. Multimedia component is the full motion video. Full motion video such as the images portrayed in a television can add even more to a multimedia application. It is by using a full motion video you can convey the information very easier way. It is the powerful tool. Although the full motion video may sound like an ideal way to add on powerful messages to a multimedia application, it is nowhere near the quality you'd expect from the watching television. That means what we watch in a television will be having a full quality, but a full motion video which has been done by using a multimedia application, it is nearly equivalent, but the quality which we get from an watching television is more as compared to a full motion video. The full motion video is still in the beginning stages of an personal computers, and it is limited in the resolution as well as in the size. Even with the advanced methods of a data compression, the full motion video can suck up the hard disk space faster than the waterfalls when poured out of a bucket. That means by using advanced technology of data compressions, the full motion video will be taking up more disk space. We cannot imagine how much space it takes. It is just like water poured out of a bucket. That means when we pour the water from a bucket, it will be falling very easily and in a faster way. In the same way, the disk space will be taken up by a full motion video, but the quality of a full motion video is less as compared to the quality as well as the sound which we get from a television. That is when we watch a TV. Right now there are two major methods of incorporating a full motion video in a multimedia application. One is the Microsoft Video for Windows. Another one is a QuickTime for Windows from an Apple computers. These are the two major methods of incorporating a full motion video. Microsoft Video from Windows, this is from Windows operating system. Another one is QuickTime for a Windows from an Apple computers. Both these products come up with tools for getting the video from an external input, that is by using either a video cassette recorder or a video camera. By using these things we can make a video and storing it on your hard disk drive. It means we can make a video by using a video cassette recorder or by using a video camera, and these can be stored, means whatever has been recorded that we can store in the hard disk drive. This we can store in the hard disk, and what we store in the hard disk, it will be occupying more space. As I told, the size and the resolution are still in the improving stages as compared to the quality sound which we get in a TV is more as compared to the video cassettes recorder as well as a video camera. From this one, whatever the video we make, that one will be taking a more space and the quality will be less and the resolution will be less. But by using an advanced methods as well as the advanced technologies, the quality has been improving nowadays, but the storage space whatever is there, it requires more and more storage space when we want to achieve more quality. You can see that the multimedia is by all means just one of the preceding technologies. That is, whatever the hardware can do and which it cannot do, it is often a trade-off between a certain number of multimedia components such as graphic images, that is a static graphic images, animations, that is a moving graphic images, audio, sound, full motion video, text. These are the components of a multimedia system. As you may guess, all these kinds of multimedia components what are mentioned, that is static graphic images, audio, sound, full motion video, text and animation, all these will be taking a space, but the textual information takes the less amount of space as compared to the other multimedia components, that is the static graphic images, audio, sound, full motion video will be taking a more space. Even the animation will also take more space as compared to the text. As compared to the text, all other multimedia components will be taking more storage space to store. The multimedia machine has an unlimited resources. You would still want to add the combination of these multimedia technologies. That means we cannot just go ahead with an text, audio, sound, still images, or a motion video. Sometimes, and many of the times, we need all of these multimedia components as well as the technologies through which we can portray the information. For example, although a picture is worth 1,000 words, as I told, a picture is more worth than 1,000 words according to the Chinese proverbs. It would be even difficult to portray the work of an William Shakespeare through pictures only. Means when we want to convey the information about the Shakespeare's work, we cannot just show it with the help of an still pictures. If we put through and words, then we can convey more. That means we need a picture along with the textual information. The same goes for an audio sound also. You could record the sound of a church bell and the narration of a Bible, but at the same times you would rather have a Bible in the textual format, so that which would allow you to search for a certain keywords. It means you can have the recorded bell sound of a church and the textual format of a Bible will be required to explain the narration, whatever the words we want to know, certain keywords which are used in a Bible. If you want to know all these things, then you need an textual format of the Bible. Just the audio sound is not enough. That means it depends upon the circumstances where we are going to use the multimedia component, in what way we are going to use the multimedia component, and what information we want to convey to an user or an audience. Based upon that one, these multimedia components will be used. And as well, with these examples you can say that a single multimedia component cannot convey all the information. It depends upon the situation and the circumstances how the multimedia components can be combined for the purpose of providing more information to the user, for the purpose of making them to understand the things even clearly and more efficiently in a conveying way you can explain the concepts. So this is a video regarding the multimedia components. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, gain the knowledge and rule the world.